Whoa, 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 whoa. What? No coffee. 20th of January.
So for the longest time, I believed that what I studied in my undergraduate was going to be pretty much useless. I studied science, in particular microbiology, and I did that because I found it just really, really interesting. The thing was, I never practiced, it's very expensive, and I didn't really have a lot to show for it. Fast forward the better part of, what has it been, sort of 18 years, and I find myself jumping back into biology. And you know what's really interesting? It is fascinating because it's all back there in your brain. So the theme for today's vlog is never think that what you've done in the past is for naught. There will always be something that you can leverage, that you can apply from what you've seen and done in the past, which becomes really, really valuable in the future. You just have to be open to it. So back into the day, and I was thinking after I've recorded the first part of the vlog today about examples of events and behaviors that have somehow stuck with me, that have come from chapters long, long, long ago. Just to give you a concrete sense about how important some of those things can be as they transport from one part of your life to another. For me, I recall fondly my time as an infantry soldier, and one of the things I remember learning, amongst many things, was the way in which orders are presented to soldiers and through the chain of command. And there's a particular format to that which subconsciously has stayed with me for a long time, and I was just reminded not long ago about how I present not so much orders or instructions, but the architecture for how I set expectations and the vision for certain tasks that I have with my team. That came from that chapter in life. The other example that is very fresh in my mind is how I was encouraged to really think about incentives, and the way that I think about incentives and what drives people to act and to do things and behaviors comes from a chapter when I first left the army and I went into financial services for a brief time, and I met a guy called Tony Bainbridge, and he is, I guess, credited with teaching me really how to think about how behaviors and how incentives play out. That has also come from another chapter in life, and I use it every single day. In fact, it's one of my go-to frameworks whenever I'm trying to solve a problem. So I guess the point for today's vlog is look back on chapters in your life and look for those things that have stayed with you, because there'll be many times when you think that a chapter in your life was for naught. But when you really think about it, that's usually not the case. So what is an example of that for you? Leave it in the comments. Let's start a conversation. And in the meantime, if you're enjoying this content, please smash that subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.